Alright, now we have the most infamous black box to come out of San Diego Comic-Con 2013. That's going to be the Star Wars The Black Series 6-inch scale. Boba Fett and Han Solo and Carbonite. Exclusive. Sort of. So yeah, the box is kind of neat. It has like the cigar band thing that goes around it. So there's nothing holding the package together except for that. So there's no tape or anything like that, and that's nice. It goes around to the back, and then of course you just slide it right off. Carefully put that in a pile of other stuff. And you can see like the monochromatic Fett, the Bespin guards, and the stormtroopers, as well as Han Solo laying down there. Has like it says Boba Fett and Han Solo and Carbonite. The notorious bounty hunter Boba Fett prepares to deliver the carbon-frozen Han Solo to Jabba the Hutt. He's no good to me, Dad. Or he's not good to me, Dad. I can't even do an impression of that. It's like whatever. So anyway, that's kind of neat. It has like green on here, whereas the regular Black Series figures have like the orange and stuff on the packaging. So that's kind of neat to differentiate. Pay homage to Boba Fett's armor colors there. And then of course the front has the flat black finish all the way around, except for the visor tee and the two little arrow things on top. So that's kind of neat. It's a cool packaging, kind of imposing. Kind of neat. So we'll go ahead and crack him open and see if he's really worth the $50 retail or the $200 aftermarket prices he's been going for lately. So let's check him out. Alright, and here's our exclusive Fett in the packaging. I'm doing this handheld there because I got the package laying down, and we'll talk about that too in a minute. But there's the Fett figure in his own little slot there. You got Han Solo right next to him, his rifle, pistol, and jetpacks. Everything you'd expect in there. And then it has like a nice little finger hole there. You can put your finger in to pull the tray out, like so. And in the bottom, you got this stand. That's pretty neat, little three-piece stand, and then beneath that, you have some cool Boba Fett wallpaper. So that's neat. And this is the inside of the top of the box. Alright, so let's talk about the packaging a little bit more real quick. I was hoping to display this guy open like this and just put this package inside the top of the box and have it stand up, but you can't because this tray does not stand up. And that was like really the only reason I really wanted the exclusive, because I knew, you know, they're going to make another Boba Fett in the 6-inch Black Series. I figured the first one they would release would be the Return of the Jedi version in a single pack after this Empire Strikes Back exclusive, and then reissue either this set or Fett by himself with Han and Carbonite with another figure down the road. But they didn't do that. So, got this guy, opened him up, and realized that he is not going to stand up like I wanted him to. I mean, I could get like a little book stand, like little angled, things like that. You set the book in it, and then the book's like at an angle, or the picture frame stand. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen them at the craft stores. If not, then, Google it. But yeah, I could put it in that, but it's not going to fit up on my display like I wanted. So, that was like my number one disappointment. Yeah, that's really it. Otherwise, I really dig the packaging. We'll go ahead and get the figure out and stuff, and we'll take a closer look at him. Alright, just want to show you guys a little bit of my Boba Fett credentials here. I know I don't do a whole lot of Star Wars reviews because there's so much stuff. So I just wanted to show you, I got my old Kenner Boba Fett there, which this is actually my second one. My first one I think I sold last year at PowerCon for like $10 or $15, something like that. He didn't have any of the accessories, but the figure is still cool, and a kid wanted it. And I think I was asking like 25 or 30, which is kind of high. I expect me to counter it down to something lower. And I think I sold it $10 to a kid, and I think I gave him like some candy or something too. So yeah, you got that. Got the that's not the exclusive Boba Fett. That's the newer rocket firing there in the background. The Sideshow premium format 1/4 scale, 18-inch or so exclusive version of Fett. I got the little exclusive thing around here somewhere. I got the 3 3/4-inch Fetts there, and that's the Melloway, the newer Melloway. My original Fett that I had as a kid is in I think my vintage Slave 1, I think he's hanging out in there. Then I have another one that I got that's, looks about as good as this guy that I think I have in my little set. And then, of course, there's this Gentle Giant first edition Boba Fett 1 6 scale bust right there, which has been like my prized Fett like forever. And then, of course, there's the Hasbro version 2 Boba Fett 12-inch figure. Not Boba Fett right there, Jodo cast. And then my, is it Gentle Giant again? Did the maquettes? Yeah. And then the that again in the back is I think it's Sideshow's Han Solo, which that's definitely for another day. And then just to sweeten my cred a little bit, we'll go down here and I'll show you my original talking was it Kenner or Hasbro Fett there in the background, and then the Marmot 1 6 scale Boba Fett in front of him, just to show you that I don't have just an associates in Boba Fett, I have a bachelor's. And finally, here's Boba Fett himself. No accessories right now. It's just as the figure is. We'll go over his articulation and stuff. Let me zoom back a little bit if I can. I'll bring him out here a little ways. All right. So the sculpt looks pretty good. I mean, the helmet's the right shape. It's not pinched at all. Looks good all the way around. Has like little details in the back. I think these actually lit up on the prop costume, on the movie costume, movie prop. Little detail there. The paint could have been glossier in the little T-visor, but it looks alright. It looks good enough. It's got enough shine to it compared to the relative dullness of the all the green paint. Got the Bantha skull there. You got the little, these were lit on the, they look different though on the movie costume. They weren't like solid red, I don't believe. They had like digits in there or something. And you can see the little emblem on there. Alright. Everything on there. Got the little buckles and different colored green on the back. So little buckles are painted on here and everything. The arms, a little detail on the gauntlets there. The fabric is a little stiff, like starched almost, but it's not too bad. I mean, if you wanted to futz with it, you can just take it and soak it in some water and mess with it. But it's not. It doesn't like come off or anything. It's stuck in the mold there somehow or another. Got the Wookiee Scalps, which they're painted brown, yellow, and gray, which doesn't look like doesn't really look like Wookiee colors really. Got the holster, the pouches, got the battle damaged cod piece. Got to have that with every Boba Fett. You got your nice knee armor details there, the tools coming out of the pockets and all that. And nice paint on the boots. Little boot things there. So pretty cool. The sculpt looks really good. Now for the articulation, you get a nice ball joint up there. And it stays where you put it. I mean, it moves really easy, but it's not like very, well, I guess it is a little wobbly, but I mean, who's going to be doing that? But it stays. It doesn't sound like it's like super loose. He does have like a ball hinge shoulder, which is hidden fairly well, especially on this side with the Wookiee Scalps. And this side, it's not too bad. A little bit of gappage there, but from the front, it looks alright. You do get the swivel hinge and the elbow on this side. And then the gauntlets themselves swivel. So you can have his arm up like this, and if you wanted to, you could swing it around, leave the arm where it is. You could put the gauntlet wherever you need to, essentially. He does have a swivel and hinged wrist. See the hinge joint there? You can go back a little ways, a little more than neutral, and then you can go in. It only has like 2 positions, really, maybe 3. Like that. He does have a waist swivel, kind of on a ball hinge kind of joint, so it goes back nice and all that. It's not like double hinge. You can't like twist the legs lower underneath there. Like there's only one joint and it's high above the belt line here. Got the pouches there, and this is all on a fairly rigid plastic. I mean, this is a little soft. but just the way the pouches are, they don't really flex. This does have a ball hinge, kind of a ball hinge. It's more just like a ball jointed hip down in there. It gives you a little bit of back, his little butt area there. Keeps you from going back too far, but it goes out and all that. He has an upper thigh cut joint. Then he's got double jointed knees on there, but there's no moving the leg below that until you get down to the ankle. There's no ankle it's on that weird joint where you got the hinge and then the actual foot is attached in that odd way, so you can, you can't really, it rocks a little bit side to side, but it's more of a twist. But the main thing is you get that hinge in there. So he's adequately articulated and all that. And as far as all his gear, it just snaps on, of course. You got your socket there and post, tab post, whatever you want to call it. Tab and slot. You got your pistol there. Fits right inside of the holster and pokes out the bottom. And then you got your rifle. And it seems like it's easier if you twist his hand in a little bit and then kind of slide it in. And then all you gotta do is get his thumb over the grip. It's not playing out like it did earlier. But essentially that's the grip right there. You can get the finger in the trigger guard or not, depending on how you want to pose him. And both hands hold it, it's not like he's let's see here. Now they went through and did something that they did with the 3 3/4 inch on this guy in a lot of spots, and we'll look at that here in just a second too. But let me just get his as I mush up his gun, the sight on his gun anyway. Look like a... Anyway, his gun fits in there. Trust me, it does. No, I'm gonna stick it in. I'm not just gonna do it like that. Here, you can just hold it. I know there's like kids out there that grew up watching Mr. Noodle and they're like, no, not like that, MJK. It was in there, trust me. Alright, whatever. So you can do all the poses you want with the doggone weapons and all that. It's no biggie. I'm going to stop right there as far as the Fett goes. We'll come back to Fett. We'll do like a final thoughts comparison with Fett. Now, he's going to be available as the Wave 2, Series 2, second issue, second wave, whatever, the second round of the 6-inch figures later on this year. However, Chocobar Han here, it will not. I did kind of hear murmurings that they're talking about him coming out later. And I don't know. If I had to guess, I would say he would come out either as... I don't know if they'd stick him with Bausch. That's kind of weird. Not really weird, but... with like the whole disguise Leia. It's not going to be with the slave Leia, because she comes out the same wave as Boba Fett that's falling down back there. Which, he doesn't really need to fall down. So yeah, but the sculpt is really nice. It's hollow, which is fine for this. I mean, it doesn't feel like it's cheap or anything. Like the way they lined everything up, the way the seams all line up on the back and everything, it works. It looks good. And the seam kind of runs down the side here, so all those pieces fit together nice and tight. So they don't have like a flexy, warping kind of hollow. It's like a nice, sturdy hollow. Pretty good likeness to the movie prop from the pictures and stuff I've seen. You do have the little screener like what was shown in, was it Jedi? They showed the up close. I think the same one they used when Lando checked up close to make sure he's okay. They used that same box. I can't remember for sure. But each box had its own little set of highlights in there. Each control panel, I should say. Alright, you can see some of the patterns are repeated from the other side and stuff. Are they? Are they not? Maybe they're different. I don't know, but I know these two and these two are the same. Just your highlights are painted different. All right. And then on the back of this guy, you got 2 holes. Not only do you have 2 holes there, you got 2 little clip points. One there, and one there, and one there. You just take your stand and you got to assemble it. And it's not like super sturdy initially. But basically you stick, oops, you stick one end together right down here, and stick this end together up there. And then what happens is when you put the end that I'm trying to hold together down here, when that gets slid into the stand, then this actually becomes kind of sturdy. And I'll try to do this on camera, otherwise I'm going to start cussing and do it off camera. Alright, there, it's in there. And so that's your stand. Translucent. You can see like all the bracing underneath there, so this isn't going to warp all that easy. I mean, it would if you heated it up and messed with it and all that, but it's not going to intentionally warp. And this part right here kind of, it's a little weak, you know, it doesn't clip together, but the fact that it's 2 halves of the peg that go into the back of the figure, or accessory, whatever you want to call it, that's what keeps it stable. It has those 2 little hooks there, and those go into either set. So actually, if you wanted to, you can put this guy, you can put these in down at the head of the figure. You make sure you pop the other one in there, and you can either have it like this, floating by, you know, or you can stand him on his head if you wanted to. And then of course everybody else always sticks them with the stand going the other way, and then with the 2 holes on there and everything done the same way on each end. It's not that hard to flip around real quick. So there. So there's the set loose. And it looks pretty good. It's a good looking little set. So you got a white background back there, so this will stay in focus a little bit easier. But yeah, pretty cool looking set. Alright, take a break, do a quick edit. You know, it's not that bad. You know, he's a little short compared to the near 7-inch scale of the movie heroes, Zod there. You got the Walmart movie Hulk there behind him now. Let's see, we'll stick a, you know, and these are for $15.99. This guy's gonna be $20. I don't really see the $5 difference there. And that guy came with a stand. You know what I mean? And he has a couple of accessories and a crazy metallic paint scheme, which I don't know if that cost any more or less or the same as what Fett got there, but basically what I'm saying is this is the best they can do for their new 6-inch Black Series that you would think is intended for collectors, but is aimed at 4 years old and up. It's kind of like, it's just lacking. It's like, I would rather them do a collector series, almost like a subscription-like service, and do these figures the right way. And it's kind of like, it's half-assed. It's really annoying. And if you look at the Greedo, like, okay, the Maul looks okay, looks just like the 3 3/4 inch figure. The Sand Trooper, just like the 3 3/4 inch figure. I don't have these guys in hand yet, so I really can't, you know, be the 100% authority on if they're basically like the 3 3/4 inch, but based on this guy and what I have seen of the other figures, they're like the 3 3/4 inch figures. If you look at the Greedo in Wave 2, oh my gosh, his neck is jacked up. It's like, what are you guys thinking? Hopefully that's just a prototype and it's actually fixed in the production version. But it's like they're giving us crap again. And just like the Sony Amazing Spider-Man, people are going to buy it in droves. And it just ticks me off that we settle for mediocrity and we're the ones spending our money. So, if you guys stayed tuned this long, just want to say I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid on the on the Black Series. I'll pick up some figures. I got no problem picking up the smaller figures because I got 1,000 of those anyway. And if it's something that's a new tooling, new character, something that's vastly improved, I'm going to get it. But I'm no longer buying cases of the Star Wars figures. I'm done. I got like maybe how many characters are left out of the original toy line they didn't make? I'm not sure. There might be a couple. But if I get those along the same lines as the Vintage Collection figures with the articulation, detail, and all that, I'll pick those up, and I'm done. Don't see any need to buy any more original trilogy stuff. I've been done with the prequel trilogy, and then I'll just hold my breath, figuratively, not literally, for the post or new trilogy or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so there's my rant, review, whatever on the 6-inch Boba Fett. If you can find this guy at retail for $20, he's a why not pick him up. He's not bad. That you can't pick him up at retail, but please, 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 even though I made stupid money off of him, don't buy this guy from freaking aftermarket sellers who are putting the price up crazy. I say as a hypocrite. Just saying, don't do it. Don't. Unless you really want that packaging. I would almost sell you that packaging for the difference. If you will buy this guy for $20 and you want the San Diego packaging without Han Solo, I'll sell it to you for $100. I got no problem with that. Alright, this is MJK Toys. And if you don't have one, get one, but get them cheap. Alright? Don't fall for the scam. And don't drink the Kool-Aid. Now, let me get this straight. I can get this, a box, and a stand for $180. Yes. And who's the artist again? What'd you say? Bob Falfa? No, it's a original Boba Fett. Oh, well, Fett. Oh, well, if it's a Fett, it's got to be worth $180. What else comes in the box?
Three-way exploding fist bump. Hulk cool now. Yay!